Guys, check it out. We are starting a vlog and it's not inside of a car and we're not driving anywhere. We're in the backyard. So it's Labor Day, like the Labor Day. I didn't have to, but I decided to look up what Labor Day meant. And basically what Labor Day is, a holiday or a celebration to recognize everybody that works hard basically in this country, everybody that supports and everybody that benefits this country in the fact that they work hard at their job. So this could include anybody. If you're a bus driver, if you're a steel worker, parks manager, if you're a cop, if you're a teacher, anybody that works hard to give back to this country basically, and you get paid for it. Happy Labor Day to you. I've done some tough jobs in my day. First job I ever had was a paper route. I had a paper route when I was probably, I don't even think I was 10 years old when I started my paper route, and I had this paper route for about 4 years. What I did with that money was I bought motorcycles. I was into dirt bikes, and I wanted to be Jeremy McGrath back then. But anyway, I had a paper route, and actually it's the only job I had ever been fired from. This is some factual information for you guys. I got fired from a job. It's the only job I've ever been fired from. Was my first job. It was a paper route. The reason I got fired was in the fall I would play football, and so I'd have to hire basically a kid up the street that would hopefully do my paper route for me, and I'd just give him all the money. I'd say, you do this for 5 or 6 months while I play football, and you can have all the money, whatever, and I'm going to play football. I can't deal with this. So I had this kid up the street do it for me, and one year he decided he wasn't going to do it, and he never told anybody. So there was like 6 days that went by that no one got their paper, and all those papers stacked up on his driveway. They come back to me, and they're like, where are all the papers? I'm like, I don't know, this kid's supposed to be doing it. And so they fired me for my paper route. Big mistake. Idaho State Journal. I was the best. I was the best paper boy you ever had, and you let me go. And then after that, I was a cook at a restaurant. Well, I started out. Oh, let's back the bus up. I was a dishwasher at a restaurant, a very fancy restaurant. Shay helped me get the job. Shay worked there, and I was a dishwasher there when I was basically a sophomore in high school, and I worked my way up to being a cook. And anyway, my job career has taken me very numerous places, and now this is what I do for a living. I hold Labor Day, I wouldn't say sacred to my heart, but kind of, because I've done a lot of hard jobs in my life. I've done a lot of grunt labor, you could call it. I did road construction. I ran an excavation crew. I ran a track hoe. I ran a dozer, and let me tell you guys, that was my favorite job ever. I dug holes in the ground, put sewer lines in, put water lines in, dug basements for houses. That was my very, very favorite job ever, except for this one. Look at this squirrel. I think he could eat me. It's the biggest squirrel you've ever seen. It's bigger than a cat. I bet it could take Bronx down. Where are you going there, squirrel? Look at that squirrel. So anyway, I did excavation for 5 or 6 years. That was the first job I had when we were married and the kids were born. And then I went to work for the Gypsy Company, which Carly started. She was the original Gypsy. Anyway, I went to work for Nucor Steel, which was a steel making company, and I hold that very close to my heart because that was by far the toughest physical job I'd ever had. Like, basically what we did was we made steel. We recycled steel, like old dishwashers, cars, refrigerators, anything old that was made of steel we took and we recycled. We melted it down and formed new steel products like rebar and angle iron and flat iron, all that stuff. And I hold that very close to my heart because that was the toughest job I ever had. This is your one chance, your big chance. I want you to light that match and put it right here. Right here. See that? Right there. Hey, he's going to get a couple chances, okay?
3.
Well, you know what?
That's good.
It's a day of learning. It's Labor Day. We're going to learn.
It is?
Hey, don't get all stressed out. What are you breathing hard for? Just light it and put it right there. Right there is all you need to do.
He's scared.
He's not scared. Go.
Do you want me to do it?
Nope. Go. You're good.
That's
Push down on it. No. Push down on it.
3. 1.
Yeah.
Fine. 1. 2.
Here, I'm going to help. Want me to show you how to do it, or do you want to do it?
You chill.
Okay, watch. Put your finger on it just like you did. Put it and then move it. You got to get closer. Watch.
Can I try?
Nope. Okay, ready? I suck. Hey, Me and Gage went to the archery range today, and we couldn't shoot because there was too many people there. They were having like a big cookout, and they were doing like spare ribs, like pork spare ribs. And we were like, wow, those smell amazing. We can't shoot, but we should go home and do some spare ribs. So that's what we're doing, right?
Right.
Did it smell amazing at the range today?
Yeah.
So here are the spare ribs we're gonna do. Just pork. Do a little dry rub on top of them. We're gonna do some barbecue sauce on them later. I will show you guys the final product, okay? You know, you guys are always complaining that I like cook something and I don't show you guys the finished product, and I will. But Carly's like blasting her music really loud. So just to show you guys real quick, what I like to do with my ribs, I'm not a huge rib guy. Like, I eat ribs maybe once a year, if that. And usually I like to put them in my smoker at home. We're not at home, we're in California. So what I like to do is just slowly cook the ribs with like a dry base to them, like a dry rub. Like, I just got some Montreal, like a dry rub, and I put on there. We're doing pork ribs because I can't eat beef ribs. Pork, I'm just going to tell you guys, pork is not a red meat, in my opinion. It's not, okay? So I can eat it. So we're doing pork ribs, so I just got a dry rub, put it on there, and I'm just slowly cooking it, kind of smoking it basically in this little fireplace I have here with this dry rub on it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put like a barbecue sauce on it. This is what it looks like. I've got two pork ribs in there. I'm just kind of trying to slow cook it with a dry rub on it right now. Kind of smoking it, trying to slowly cook it, get that flavor in there. The dry rub's been on there for a couple hours now. And then once the meat's kind of like 3/4 of the way done, then I'll take it out and I'll actually put the barbecue sauce on it and then really cook it and cook that barbecue sauce on to make it kind of a pasty thing. So we're just really slowly cooking it, cooking the meat slow with that dry rub on, just enjoying ourselves, just kind of getting ready for the big meal, cooking everything else, you know. Okay, listen. This is how I like to do my ribs. Like I said, I'm not a big ribs guy, but I like to slow cook them. Usually I like to smoke them if I have my smoker, but I don't have my smoker, so I've just been slow cooking them on the fireplace basically. And they look like this. They're about 3/4 of the way done. It's just a dry rub I put on them. And then what I like to do is put some barbecue sauce on them. This is Sweet Baby Ray's. And I've used this stuff before. It's good. Like, I'm not partial to any barbecue sauce, you know, more or less. So what I do is just put a little bit barbecue sauce on the top, rub it in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Bronx, you want some?
Don't tease him.
Is his mouth watering? His mouth might be watering. You want some of this? Yeah.
Oh, it's guys.
Some Sweet Rays, okay guys? And then we're going to cook them for probably another 15-20 minutes, really low heat. I don't know, we'll see how they turn out. Like I said, I'm not a huge ribs guy. Just kind of going off what I feel. I feel like ribs on Labor Day is the way to go, okay? Seconds away, we're going to take the ribs off the little barbecuer here and see how they turn out. Can you hold that plate? Oh, you're such a good plate holder.
Don't touch my hands with them.
Okay. Can you hold them?
No.
Okay, you can.
There are my eyes.
Let's go inside. Okay, hon, you ready? You ready?
Am I red?
You ready?
Am I red with envy?
Red eye? Alright, let's see how they look. Here's the first one. I'd say they look pretty amazing. All I'm saying is somebody needs to invent smell vision because they smell. How good do they smell?
So good. Probably better than I look.
They smell better than Kaylee looks. Seriously. They smell pretty awesome. Let's see how they turned out. What do you think? Here's dinner. Here's Labor Day weekend dinner. Ribs, potatoes, salad. Take a bite of your ribs and tell me what you think. Because I'm not a big rib cooker, so it's kind of a new deal for me. I just want to know what you guys think. Pick it up and take a bite like a man-child, okay? Pick it up, big bite. All the meat.
Do you want to to come over here and cut some bun for your wife.
Is that good? Is it good? No?
I don't know how to cut
Is
this.
that hot? Is the meat good? Take a big bite for me. Tell me it's good. I need to know if it's good. Ooh, that's a good bite there. Is it good? Is it awesome? There you have it. I did good. Slow cook your ribs with a dry rub. Then you put the barbecue sauce on it, and that's what takes it to the next level. Anyway, all I want to say is Happy Labor Day to you guys. If you work hard, if you bust your butt, Happy Labor Day. Because that's what today is about. Happy Labor Day to you guys. We love you. See you tomorrow.